Last time we clinked glasses, we were celebrating a fantastic insert about Marai on the CakeNet show Sparsy. If you missed it, it is still out there on DSTV's catch-up channel. Our quest to convert an old Merc bus into a styling crossover overland vehicle is steaming along. The highlight of the week was Markiplier Chris's ingenious mechanism that he built for our driver's cab access steps. Royalty, in the form of Bonnie Prince Charles, also worked on the cab, and his role was to begin closing up all the gaps between the cab and the engine compartment. This week is another busy, technical, bitty week. Work on accessing our driver's cab continues. Underneath Marai, a brake system component causes a few headaches. Prince Charles continues to make all sorts of interesting little steel goodies for our engine compartment, and our panel-beating maestro starts to place the final skins onto Marai. On a personal note, Mariki's and my hearts are broken when we say goodbye to a cherished member of the household. All this and so much more in episode 115 of A Dream Called Marai. The new Minister of Electricity in South Africa has not yet started their new job. He or she is too busy quaffing back Johnny Walker Blue Label whiskey and Russian caviar to worry about us 60 million South Africans. So portable generators will just have to do. It is a new week, it is a new day, and I tell you what, we are going to have those challenges lining up like they always do to jump all over my head. Some fantastic news is the huge leap we've had in subscriptions to our channel. Thank you so much all you guys who have joined up and are following our journey. Ek dink meeste van julle kom van die CakeNet program Sparsy wat julle het ons daar gesien, en ek waardeer hierdie ondersteuning baie. So baie dankie. Dit beteken alles. Alrighty, last week we spent a lot of time on our steps and all the other little things that the Oaks got up to while I was away in the Cape. And let's just pick up where we left off on the stair story, and I'm not sure what else is going to happen, so let's just go with the flow. Let's see what the Oaks are up to. Before we get to what the Owens are busy with, I would like to show our new friends and subscribers where we were and where we are now. This photo was taken on the 3rd of March 2021. We had just removed Marai's top. Then in the same year, on the 17th of March, these were our rims that were destroyed by some idiot, and after spending a small fortune, this is all we could use the rims for. We called it the Rimaloo, and you can order one for $5,000. And this is our baby just after the guys from Senna Glass had installed our windows towards the end of last year. We really have come a long way, baby. Let's jump to the present. Markiplier Chris has completed the steps for the driver's side. Something that Chris discovered when he was working on the stairs on the driver's side is that suddenly the driver's door wasn't closing all the way because he had to put this little bracket in down here. And as a result, he's had to trim that off the door, quite a bit off over here. It's all sorted now, but it's just these little things that you do one thing and you find something else that needs doing. Prince Charles is really being a good little royal and is fiddling around with Mariah's bits that we really don't see, her undercarriage. Prince Charles is now underneath the vehicle doing work on the handbrake, rerunning the shaft, which is going to be going to the air tank because our handbrake is going to be working off an air system. And then I also see things like this lying around, which I have no idea what it is, but a quick question, and this is for my clutch, because at the moment to put your foot on that clutch, you're literally going to be standing and bursting a fuffy valve when you stand on the clutch. This will make it so much easier. You can see everything is lining up. It's like that game of dominoes, and then when you touch this one, they're just going to go brrr, and I'm waiting for that brrr, and then she will be done. However, before that brrr happens, Chris needs to find space for the little green clutch thingamabob. Even boss man Bram Pretorius is trying to see where this thing will fit. It seems as though the mystery clutch green thingamabob is not playing ball. All this prodding and squeezing is causing other problems. Something else that I noticed is that, with all the work going on and this heavy steel work, the metal work, some of the electric cabling has got a little bit squashed. So at some stage we're going to have to get Auto Mike in to do a checking of everything before we can start finalizing the wiring on the dash. However, right now that seems a little way off, but we do need to get there, and quickly. Each day that passes pushes our costs up, and one material in particular has made a huge dent in our pockets. Since we started this build in September of 2020, September the 26th, 2020, we have gone through a lot of steel. And I write an article for the Motorhome Club of South Africa's newsletter, which goes out every few months. And in the latest one, I sort of mentioned we've used enough steel to build a battleship. So today I thought, well, let's see how much steel we've actually bought. We have used around 90,000 rands worth of steel on this vehicle. That is a lot of meat, man. A lot of meat. Let's see what progress has been made on the little green thingy. There's a lot of faffing going on. Rods are being pushed and pulled in every direction. And finally, a decision is made. After a day of trying to fit that little box that is going to make my clutch a lot easier to work, it's proving to be very difficult to find a spot to fit it in. So it looks like we're not going to use that thing, which means I'm going to have power thighs, bro. This leg is going to be a drumstick of note.
Meneer Philip,
Yeah.
so of die of sleephouding nader. Then you make that your chair for a minute. Press the clutch there, see if
It's too hard for you or not?
yeah.
Okay, so the Oaks now want me to go in and see if I can push the clutch without that little McGafter. That little McGafter, will somebody please tell me what that damn thing is called? That little McGafter is supposed to make depressing the clutch soft like butter. Now it is gone.
So here is my chain.
So what have the boys done to stop me having a thromby every time I need to use the clutch? Apparently just a few tweaks here and there.
Okay, press it. Okay, let go. Press it in.
And while it is quite firm, the clutch feels okay. With the clutch sorted, work could continue on the brakes. I am really hoping that the guys can still try to fit that McGafter. I feel we need it. I left East Coast Scratch and Dent and went home to my welcoming committee. Every day after filming at East Coast Scratch and Dent, it is these guys who greet me. Kenzi is the leader of our little pack. She looks after us. All of us. These little guys are my life. My only company when Mariki is away in Cape Town on business for months on end. These fur babies are my family. So while I do talk to my animals, I also look at ways to entertain our loyal followers. I posted these pics on social media and asked if anyone knew what they were. My mate Barry Fritz was on the money. He said air vent scoops. These scoops fit just behind our grille and direct the outside air to our driver's cab's air vents. Prince Charles is proving to be a veritable workhorse as he plows through all these smaller must-haves. Everything gets rust-proofed before it can be installed. Soon the air vent boxes and ducting are in place. The scoops have also been attached to the grid. All we need now is the bonnet back on so all this can be installed. Our power steering box has also found its final resting place. A series of heavy-duty spacers made that possible. As a result, our steering wheel is also in its final position, and everything seems to be working really well in this department. Rocky is busy closing up the gaps on the bottom of our doors. Moving to the outside of those doors, The door skins are in place. And it is Aubrey the PK, or Aubrey the paneelklopper, who is back on duty. Good to see we have got a skin on our front door. And our man Aubrey is hard at work getting it sorted out. And we've also got another guy here, Mark. And now Mark is going to be doing the inlays for the doors. And we're going for a thin leather inlay, the same sort of color as our seats and texture. And there we go. Load shedding. So you can't even run a fan to cool yourself down. I want to be the Minister of Electricity. Because I'm a bright spark. The skin still needs to be worked on and the doors set. Aubrey is busy with the complicated nose area. Aubrey was just explaining to me this skin here on the door has just been sickered on. Then this one here, he said he put rivets in, and those rivets will get ground out once the sicker is holding, because there's a bit of a curve here that goes around onto the bonnet. It really has been a crazy busy time. Crazy busy in the best possible way. More good news is that 3 of you are still in the running to win one of these limited edition Mirai t-shirts for guessing our completion date. Who will it be? Daniel, Patrick, or Barrett? The waiting is nearly over. It's been a while since I've been able to stand in the workshop and see everything that's going on, and I get that very lucky feeling, those butterflies in your stomach. You know she is close, hey? She really is close. So I think Brahm is on track. The mechanics and that, it's a lot of faffing and whatnot, but it's important stuff, hey? But okay, tomorrow's Thursday. Let's see what that day brings. Thursday would be a day that we do not forget in a hurry. It is Thursday morning, and yeah, I didn't sleep well at all last night. This morning, this year started off with kake. We have to take our old girl to the vet to be euthanized. She's 14, golden retriever, beautiful. Her name is Kenzi, and she's just in pain all the time now. Her spine, her rear legs. I mean, she couldn't even go up those stairs yesterday, and that's why I made this decision today. Cuck start to the year. Kenzi's hind legs can hardly support her weight. Her spine is arthritic, and her medicines are no longer helping her. What makes this so sad is that Kenzi's mind is still so sharp. It is her body that has caved in. It is a 15-minute drive to our vet, the longest and most painful 15 minutes ever. You know, you're like playing God here. Fuck, man. The drive home to our 3 little ones and Alley Cat was terrible. I did have a sense of relief that Kenzi's pain was over, but our hearts are broken. Mariki took huge strain. She was devastated that she did not get to say goodbye to Kenzi. She flew from the Cape to be with me. On Saturday, I took her to see how work on Mirai was progressing. Nothing lifts the mood like Bossman Brahm's sexy weekend workshop wear. The only problem is that his sexy weekend workshop wear is not molten steel proof. That hurt.
Are you big toe?
It is amazing to see the team so busy on the weekend. Brahm is really serious about meeting his deadline. Well, that's it for this week. I really would like to thank Brahm for putting a smile back on Mariki and my faces, seeing him in those very nice pants in the workshop. Thank you, Brahm. A sad week, a sad time. You know, these animals, they just get under your skin and they work themselves into your heart, and it's never easy, and yet it's inevitable. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being with us, for sharing this journey. Thank you for the support. We appreciate it. Just everybody, please, just remember where we live. Remember what's going on in our country. The crime stats were just released. They are horrific. Our pathetic Commissioner of Police or Minister of Police, whatever he wants to call himself, is doing diddly squat to protect you and myself. So you need to look after your possessions, your property, your family, and above all, keep safe. Remember to like us on Facebook and subscribe to our channel on YouTube. You will find us under A Dream Called Mirai. Until next time, keep your dreams alive.